Alright, what's up guys? I got a battle for you today. Going to black and white for a little bit because he already uploaded his end, so I figured I'd try to get mine up as soon as possible. But I got a match today versus BlakBlastoise, who is not actually black. In case you didn't know, he's Mexican. And there's a couple things about us Mexican Americans that you should know.
Mexican Americans don't like to just get into gang fights. They like flowers and music and white girls named Debbie too. Mexican Americans are named Chata and Chela and Chema and have a son-in-law named Jeff. Mexican Americans don't like to get up early in the morning, but they have to, so they do it real slow. Mexican Americans love education, so they go to night school and they take Spanish and get a B. Yeah, leave that in. Mexican Americans love their nanas and their nonos and their ninas and their ninos. Nanu, nanu, nina, no, no. Mexican Americans don't like to go to the movies where the dude has to wear contact lenses to make his blue eyes brown. Cause don't it make my brown eyes blue? And that's all I got.
Okay. Well, I don't understand that last bit at all, but we got the match, so we'll play it back right now. That's your cue, Vegas. Play now. Okay. There we go. So, we got a match, more or less standard. He's bringing a lot of familiar faces that I've seen before. So, I'm going to go ahead and lead off with Dentura, because it's a fairly casual thing from my perspective, because this happened on my live stream. He's going to go with the U-turn. I don't know what he wants to go to, so I'm just going to go for the safe Thunder. He actually goes on to his Notori, which is not going to take that much. But I'm not going to take Steel Thorns from it, but I miss. So I could have gotten a pair, which would have been nice. I don't know if he has the Gyro Ball, but the added pair chance is great. I go out to my Shandera to try to scare him off, but he sees actually right through that plan because I really want Latios gone. But I go for the Shadow Ball, get the Spec D-Drop, and because I'm Scarfed, I'm locked in on Shadow Ball, so at least I got the Spec D-Drop, but now I'm, I don't know, I gotta get out of here. Now that I know that he has Leech Seed and Power Whip, well, I didn't know he had Power Whip, but I had a feeling he more than likely would have, and if he went for the T-Wave, I have Natural Cure, so that works too. But he goes for the Power Whip instead of the Leech Seed, and he's gonna go back out to his Jirachi. I was going for the Air Slash, I guess predicting Latios to come in. I guess he didn't think I was going to do Earth Power, so that worked out good for him. I know he's Scarfed, so I'm going to go ahead and go into my Kirikazan and go ahead and try to set up a Swords Dance or two. Now, it's worth mentioning that if I set up 3, I probably could have bent his entire team over, you know, a table, but I didn't know, I didn't know what he was packing. For some reason, I was under the impression that Notorious pack Earthquake. If they do, they do. If they don't, they don't. But he goes ahead and goes with the Power Whip. I definitely could have taken 2 more, so I definitely should have taken the opportunity to set up another one. But I didn't, and I'm going to end up eating it next turn, as you're going to go ahead and see. Or if you've already seen this match on his channel, then yeah. But he brings in his Rupashin, which is actually his only counter to this thing. I know he's more than likely going to go for the Mach Punch to try to cut through my Sucker Punch or whatever move I go for. So, as you can see, if I got 1 more Swords Dance in, it definitely would have been overkill, definitely would have taken him out. But unfortunately, I wasn't thinking about it at the time, and I do a lot of damage to him despite him being resistant to that. I boosted up ×4, so that's great. He goes for the Mach Punch, and I really want Latios gone at this point, so I go for the HPS. I keep predicting that switch in, but he doesn't want to bring it in. So if I went for the Thunder, I probably would have had a little more use out of my Dentura than I actually got. But he's going to go for the Mach Punch, and that's going to be a 2-hit KO despite the resistance. He's unboosted, but it's stab and all that, so not even worth debating. I'm going to go ahead and bring in my Shandera here, because I know whatever I can go ahead and shoot at him is just going to go ahead and take him out. I go for Shadow Ball, and he just leaves it in his death fodder, because that's fine. He knows I'm choiced, so he's going to figure out what he can lock me in on. Now, I know I can get more use for Shandera because that Latios is still present. So I have to go into Heracross potentially as fodder. And I don't take that Iron Head nearly as well as I wanted to. and that actually turns out being a 2-hit KO. I really doubt that crit mattered anyway, but now I can bring in something else since I know he's Scarfed. I'm going to go ahead and bring in BB, who came out of retirement just for this match. I do have overconfidence, but I'm not actually going to end up being able to exploit it anyways. I know I gave someone shit recently for it, but this is kind of an old match, and I don't even use his Gyarados anymore anyways. But I get my +1, I go for the Stone Age, and I predict him to over-predict and go for something else, because T-Bolt on Latios is very obvious, but I decide to stay in, go for the Stone Edge, and right here I should have DD'd, because that would have been great. I would have done more damage with this Waterfall, and I would have been able to outspeed him next turn, because I'm a jolly Gyarados, so I'm pretty damn sure that would have outsped. If you do 280 times 2-ish, I think that's like 560, Rachi, that's like 470 or something like that, so that would have been great, but unfortunately I don't, not thinking once again, unfortunately, said a lot of unfortunately. But I go for the Earth Power just to try to get the safe prediction. I forgot about his Gengar, so he gets a sub up, and I'm just gonna go for the HP Ice. I think he ends up trying to Life Orb stall me at this point. Yeah, so he's gonna keep going for the subs. He's gonna keep going for Life Orb, or yeah, Life Orb stalling. Because when you hit a sub now and you have Life Orb, you still lose at 10%. It didn't work that way in 4th gen, and I'm a little pissed it does work that way in this gen because I don't actually end up Life Orb stalling anyone because I don't really, you know, have that many Pokemon that pack sub or whatever. But it works out decently for him to the point where he can just take me out with a Shadow Ball. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring in Shandera here, and I speed this part up because he's really just gonna try to go ahead and kill me with a Wild Chase here. I mean, he has his Jirachi, and he's just gonna keep going for the U-turn. He's got this game in the bag already. If I had made one smarter play back there where I don't know, where I boosted up with the DD, or I didn't over-predict the Natore switching out, or, you know, there was just little things that added up, and it just culminated to this. But he's going to go ahead and try to go for a second U-turn, go out to his Randarosu. I go for the Shadow Ball. It's a 2-hit KO. I don't know if he has this thing Scarfed too, but I'm timid, so I outspeed, which is, you know, that's pretty cool. And then he's going to go ahead and bring his Jirachi, and he's just going to go ahead and Iron Head for the kill. So that was a fun match. Really wish I was, I had a better peg on the gameplay. I guess it doesn't hurt every now and then to over-predict, but if you do it too often, it does turn out into a match like this. I had fun, but I don't know. Just took it a little bit too seriously, I guess. And that's going to be it for today, guys. I'll see if I crank this out. What's today? Today's Monday. I'll see if I crank this out tonight. If not, I'll crank it out tomorrow. I'll make another video tomorrow, and we'll just go from there, do the usual tournament brackets. I believe I'll be updating 4th gens on, what is today? Today's the 31st? Tuesday, Wednesday. I'll be updating on Thursday. And 5th gen, excuse me, needs to be done by the 9th. So if you have not done your 4th gen match, please go take care of that. Or, you know, PM me and let me know that your opponent hasn't showed up, and then go ahead and work it from there. But yeah, just get those done. Hopefully you can get the rounds going. And yeah, bye.